Ted Lasso skit on SNL last night, but there was a familiar sight above Jason Sudeikis' dressing room. Now, you may remember before we even had our first broadcast, Ted Lasso was an NBC marketing campaign for the Premier League. At the same time, we were introduced to his assistant coach, Beard. Later on, I'll actually be speaking with the man who portrays him. That's Brendan Hunt. Can't wait for that. So that was in 2013. 1 year later, we decided to bring Ted back, but this time a little more up close and personal.
Well, today should be an absolute cracker of a game, Ted.
Absolutely.
We've got two teams here who are desperate for 3 points to avoid relegation. What are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward to the definition of relegation. I was able to parlay my coaching career into some on-camera work. I was doing some, some football punditry with Rebecca Lowe, and I had the pleasure of working alongside Arlo White and that golden, velvety, yummy voice of his.
They're the champions. The bottom 3 teams, as you know, are relegated.
Wait a minute, say champions again.
Champions.
I mean, that guy sounds like Elle McPherson farting into Miles Davis's trumpet.
Let's talk a little bit about your time in London, in North London at Tottenham. How long exactly were you there?
About 6.5 hours. 6.5, and I don't know how that translates to British time.
You know, I made some rookie broadcast mistakes, as anyone's going to do in that situation.
Hey, welcome to the Premier League right here. Ted Lasso coming at you right at home. I'm sorry, you should start, not me. Go ahead. Let's do it again. Let's start over, yeah?
Oh, Ted, we're actually live right now. This is Ted Lasso, the
Oh, it's
former
live?
Tottenham. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know that? Oh, I thought that said live.
Some of the words, I got confused.
I mean, that's tough. But if they're going to be relegated, you have to allow for that to be the regular relegation.
You don't know what relegated means, do you?
I don't. I'm still confused of if it's regulated or relegated. I'd have to see it written because I'm a visual learner.
My brief time with NBC Sports was a whole lot of fun, though.
I'm Arlo White. This is...
I'm LeVar Burton from Star Trek. And I got to say, from my point of view, I think they really like me.
Now, if I was a Fulham fan, what I would encourage them to do, go out to the parking lot. Hide. You wait for the referee to come out there, get into his little car, and you follow him home, you tweet his address, and you let the good people of Fulham take matters in their own hands.
Obviously, don't go and do that, please.
Hey, you do whatever you like.
We can't condone anything of the sort.
No, we can't. Live! Live!
It's live!
And we're clear on the floor.
All right. Hey, that was fun.
You're a
Yeah. Hi, she knew my nickname.
You would have told me I would have been drinking tea at 3 o'clock every day about a year ago, I would have punched you in the mouth. A lot of cities in America have places like Chinatown or Little Italy, so I went ahead and made my home, my apartment, teeny tiny England. My philosophy, keep calm and get fired up. I found a great place to watch games. I found a local pub here in town that shows all the EPL games, and it's kind of like my home away from home. Hey, everybody. Cheers. And you know who I saw last time I was there? You look really familiar. You know that?
Do I?
Yeah, who do people tell you look like?
Tim Howard.
Nah. No, you know who you look like? You look like the goalkeeper for Everton. Timmy Howard. Offside. I mean, do you get it?
I get it.
You do get it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I literally have a better understanding of who killed Kennedy than I do what is offside. Mm. It was the mob. I am the proud coach of the St. Catherine's Fighting Owls. Who? The Fighting Owls.
Coach, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
They look at least as good as Spurs did.
Oh, these guys are just as capable of winning games as the Spurs, yeah.
Do you think there's any chance that you'll be back in the Premiership?
I have a knowingness inside me that I'll get to coach over there again someday. And, I hope it happens within my lifetime. Hold on one second here. Well, how about that? I just got asked to be the head coach at Leicester.
You mean Leicester?
Absolutely brilliant. And joining Tim and I right now, Arlo White, live, of course, from Old Trafford ahead of United against Liverpool later on. Arlo, I know it was a while ago now, that skit, and I know you, of course, have been in the actual show as well. But just give us some memories for you, Arlo, of working with Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, that's just brought it all back, Bex. It was absolutely phenomenal. Why I've not got T-shirts with the Miles Davis, Elle McPherson quote made up, I've no idea. I can remember getting to the studio, the Premier League Live studio, and I knew that I had to do my skit with Ted, with Jason, next door after you'd done the studio hits, at the desk. And I remember sitting on some steps in the corner of the studio thinking I was out the way here, no problem. We had no idea what to expect from Jason that day. And I remember after a couple of zingers that I was just starting to crack up. I mean, from the belly, I just wanted to laugh out loud. And I realised that I was directly in your eye line. And I'd chosen the worst spot in the entire studio to sit. So I spent the rest of the day just like this, trying not to put you off, because it was absolutely hilarious. And then when it was all edited together, it was even funnier than that experience. I just remember we got on a train back afterwards, didn't we? Because we were covering a pre-season game down in Washington, D.C., and we were just buzzing for the entire journey. It truly was one of the highlights of my career that day.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern. And for even more content, head over to Peacock, where we've got live games, original series, and a dedicated round-the-clock Premier League channel featuring studio shows, classic matches, and much more.